it takes courage to be our unapologetic selves. Hey y'all, welcome to Meryl's Mystic. I'm Meryl, and I empower witches, bitches, and dudes to complete themselves in order to have healthier soulmate relationships and more purposeful lives. Because I believe that only if you are your own soulmate can you attract the right soulmate, because you are the one that you are looking for. And I'm here to help you do that by helping you tap into the natural cycles of the earth and the stars through astrology and tarot. And I'm also a psychic medium. Thank you so much for being here. If it's your first time, please subscribe. And if you've been here before, welcome back. It's so good to see you. So we are here today to talk about Leo season. And Leo season will start on July 22nd and it goes until August 22nd this year. And then the new moon in Aquarius will be the day after Leo season begins, on the 23rd. And the new moon during Leo season is always in Aquarius, which is actually like a great little highlight to help us get a little bit more into our weird, let your freak flag fly. That's what Aquarius is really good at. And so that's going to really help us be our best selves. And then the new moon in Leo will be on August 8th. So how was Cancer season? Cancer season really had us digging deep into our feels and trying to align our hearts with our heads. And there was a lot of stuff that we were all moving through. And as I'm recording this, it's still about a week from Leo season, and Mars and Venus and the moon just conjuncted in Leo. So already we're having you have already been experiencing some of the strong Leo energy that really gives us the fire to get up and go and to be courageous and unapologetic in being our best selves. So what does that mean for us? Well, I can tell you already from experience that means that we will be working through some more resistance, because it takes courage to be our unapologetic selves. And that means showing up when we don't always want to show up, or working through our fear, going forward despite our fear. The root word of courage is ku, which is Latin for love, I believe. Just spouting off facts that I hold on to my mind and trust myself to be true. There is, I think it might be the Latin. I think it's the Latin root of courage. It means heart, and you can find the connection in the Spanish word corazón. Also means heart. Mi corazón, it means my love. So there's a lot of connection between our heart and courage, and having courage to go after what we want and to commit to who we are and who we want to be and what our purpose is, because we all have purpose in life, and it is up to us to find and claim that purpose. And Leo season's gonna keep helping us do that. We started in Cancer season. I mean, it's been going throughout the entire year of gearing us up and supporting us in letting go of things that no longer serve us, and really connecting deeply to like what's in our heart and what's in our soul and what we feel like we are being called to do in this life. So the main thing about this Leo season is to be yourself. We're really, if you've seen my Cancer videos, go watch the Cancer videos for your sign. A big thing about Cancer season was accepting who we are, accepting what we want in this life, and also then building boundaries to protect what is most precious to us. And it was all about, it was kind of being more I shouldn't say kind of, there was a big energy of being more selfish, and Leo season is definitely going to help us continue to carry that over, because Leo is really great about being unapologetically themselves and telling people what they think and going after what they want and being who they are. And that's exactly what we all need after we were digging around for our like biggest, deepest dreams. Now we kind of come into the Leo season to really commit to those things. That was another theme that came up, was commitment. I literally pulled one of my cards I pulled today was commitment. one of my angel cards, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's like perfect, because we did so much, deep diving from Gemini season to Cancer season about who we are, what we want, and what our truths are. And now it's about committing to that and deciding, like, this is what I want, this is who I am, and I'm going to go after it no matter what anybody says. Because nobody can tell Leo nothing how to do. So Leo's really great because not only are they fierce in who they are fiercely loyal. So that's where this commitment piece comes from too. Leo's usually not afraid of commitment. They like having steady people around them. And because there is a certain, like, Leo just has a certain je ne sais quoi about them. I mean, I even put, like, my fancy nails on for you guys. Because I love my Leos. I adore you guys so much. And because the je ne sais quoi. The je ne sais quoi of just being very proud of who they are and taking pride in how they look and how they present themselves. And it's a balance. My mother's a Leo, so there was definitely some arguments about how I wanted to look and how she wanted me to look, because I was a reflection of her, because I'm her cub, so but I know she's very proud of me now, and she has been, but there was always a tug of how we came off as a reflection of her. And I know some other Leo mothers that are like that also. And if you are a Leo mother, let me know if you have a Scorpio child, or if you're a Scorpio, let me know if you have a Leo child, because I've met a lot of combinations of that, especially mothers and daughters, and because we are very similar from each other, but we have a lot to learn from each other. And I know my mom and I learned a lot from each other and still have a lot to learn from each other. This brings me to our tarot card of the season. Strength is the tarot card associated with Leo, and of course there's a lion there. And as I was talking about courage earlier, I always say that I think courage is a better name for the strength card than strength, because anybody can be strong if they need to be, but it really takes courage to work through the fear. And that's really what we're all here for, is to work through the fear of whatever comes up for you, right? Especially in this energy of being our unapologetic selves, a lot of it is the fear of what other people think, and the fear of looking silly or looking stupid or being judged, the fear of being exiled or snubbed, or what's the other word, shunned. And there's a lot of fear still in our world of being hurt and being unsafe. And there's a lot of people out there that fear for their lives every day, and yet they still get up and go and live their life. And it's more than strength. It's courage. Courage is more than strength. You are strong. Leo season is here also to remind us about how strong we are and how courageous we can be. Yeah. So, if you see too, she is connected to the magician. Her and this, our lovely femme woman here, lady, and the magician are the two figures that have the infinity symbol above their head to show that they are magical beings. And she's covered in, foliage and leaves, so she's very abundant. And she is, she knows the strength of the wild beast, and yet it doesn't deter her. Like, look how calm she is. And you know what? I almost wonder if she's one of the queens or an empress or something because she has the crown. I feel like I've seen her somewhere else in the deck. So, strength and courage to be yourself unapologetically. That's what we're doing this season. Cool. Let's get into your tarot scopes and see what Leo season has in store for you. All tarot scope readings apply to your sun, moon, and rising sign. So I always recommend that you cross-watch between your signs so that you can get a full picture of what you might be experiencing. And the intros to all the videos are the same, and I have the tarot scopes time-stamped in each description, so you can just skip that intro after you hear it the first time. Please join me on my Facebook and Instagram for the next live for the full moon in Aquarius, and that will be taking place the evening of Wednesday, July 21st. Hi Leo, happy birthday! Are you so excited? It's your time, baby. I hope you have some great birthday plans worked out to celebrate your beautiful self. Let's see what your season has in store for you. Ooh, the Empress in reverse. So, a lot of the time, the first card that comes up is like where you're at right now. And it's really kind of funny because I feel like the last couple seasons have been about self-care. And the way that Leo presents themselves, most people would probably think that you have no problem prioritizing self-care because you look like you take care of yourself. But what most people don't realize is that you guys can also be workaholics and you are fiercely loyal to those around you. So there's a lot of times, there's a lot of times where you put yourself on the back burner. And nobody can tell because you already show up at such a level that most people are probably oblivious that you're ever going through anything because it doesn't appear like you're going through anything. So it feels like you might not have been listening to the advice of the last couple seasons, and you're not prioritizing your self-care as much as you should be. So why are you doing that? Everybody needs you to be your best. Your people need you to be your best. Your friends, your job, your family, your children if you have them. Mostly, a lot of Leos do. Everyone, that's the whole point of the self-care, is that it doesn't just benefit you. Oh, excuse me. I keep forgetting to silence my phone. it doesn't just benefit you, it benefits, there's a ripple effect, and it benefits everybody. So I know there's certain ways in your life that I'm sure that you've been like accused of being selfish before. And I'm sure there are times where you are selfish, and that's okay. Everybody has times when they're selfish. But this feels like you need to put yourself first, and it's not in a selfish way, because you need to recharge, and you need to be your best, and you need to put yourself first and do what you want to do. I don't think a lot of people realize how much you factor in the people that you love also in your decision making when it's time to do something. And with the Empress coming up in reverse, it's just like, y'all aren't doing enough for yourself. Do more. What do you want to do? Don't think about how it's going to affect anybody else, because it will naturally affect the right people in the right way. I hope that makes sense. It sounds kind of counterintuitive, but I feel like they're really trying to say, like, it's going to be perceived as selfish. It's not selfish. You need to do this for yourself so that it helps the other people in your life. Excuse me. You're a queen. Or you're a king. You are royalty. You're royalty, Leo. And it just feels like you're interesting. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This was your card for Cancer season. And I think it came up for Gemini also. Like, keeps coming up for you. But why is everything in reverse now? Like, all of a sudden we're like upside down. Like, you did not take the advice of Cancer season. You're like, I don't have time to be selfish. I'm selfish enough. That's what I heard. I'm selfish enough. I don't need to do more for myself. But you do. There's something that you're not doing for yourself that is holding you back from leveling up in life. And this is definitely carrying over from Cancer season. There was a path that you needed to choose in Cancer season, and now it's time to choose it, if you haven't already. And if you've chosen it, it's time to really commit to it. Because it just feels like you're holding yourself back. Why? From what? What are you afraid of? Success? Failure? Do you not feel ready? Is there some things that you need to do to be more ready? It just feels like if you don't, it's like they're trying so hard to get you to see the signs, because you're very connected and intuitive and empathic, and you want to answer the call from the universe. You want to see the sign. You want to answer the call when it's a whisper or a tap on the shoulder or a light knock on the door. Because if you don't, and it feels like you might be ignoring some things, it just feels like you're like, what's the word I'm looking for? You're just like kind of pushing yourself to the side still, and still not truly believing that you deserve what you want, or deserve to level up in the way that would actually really align with how most people see you. Because I think they even see you for your highest potential that you don't see. It's kind of like one of the, don't worry about me. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine where I'm at. I'm fine. Are you? I feel like we were having this conversation last season too. Like, are you fine? Or you've been fine this whole time and now you don't want to admit that, like, maybe you're not fine and maybe it's time to, like, fucking just say what you want out into the universe. Like, it just feels like there's all these excuses and reasons and, like, skirt arounds and avoidance, and you're focusing on everybody else or focusing on, you know, one person so that you don't have to really look at yourself as much as, like, the universe and your guides are trying to, like, get you to see something. So if this is speaking to you and you think that you've seen the signs to do this thing, this is your confirmation and validation that, yes, you are seeing the signs. Yes, you are seeing the signs. Yes, your guides and the universe are talking to you, and they're trying to show you the way. They're not just coincidences. I feel like I heard you guys be like, that's just a coincidence. No, it's not. There really is no such thing as coincidences. Synchronicities, serendipity. It's all there for a reason. It's guiding you somewhere, and you just have to be open to it. And it feels like you're seeing the signs, but it feels like you're ignoring them for some reason. Or you're coming up with some excuse as to why you can't go there. And it's one of those things that if you don't answer the call when it's coming at you lightly, it's going to come at you much stronger, to where you're not going to be able to make the decision, or, you know what I mean? Or you want to answer the call when it's quiet, as opposed to when it's, like, banging on your door like the police, or tripping you, you know, knocking you down to see it. Like, I've seen it happen before. I've seen it happen with people. I've seen it happen. I've experienced it. Example off the top of my head, friends of mine, a couple, one of my brother's good friends from growing up, and his fiance, soon to be wife, lovely, great people, love them. He is a stubborn Scorpio. And there was energy one, like, Pisces season, I think it was like a Pisces season or something, where everyone just needed to, like, rest whenever they could. And I told her this, and she went and told him, because I said, you know, she's like, man, he just seems really tired, but he's, like, fighting it. I was like, well, he better relax. You know, he needs to just, like, chill right now, and don't try too hard, or it's not gonna work out well. Well, he decided to go, I think he went ice fishing or something like that, and ended up falling and, like, breaking his ribs. Because he did not listen to all the signs that told him to stop and rest. It's like, nah, just go do this on one more thing. Wish I hadn't, because now I'm hurt. So it's something like that, where you have to, when the signs are right in front of you, you have to acknowledge them and try to listen to them and follow them while it's gentle, because otherwise it will, if it's not getting your attention, it will, like, find a way to pull the rug out from under you so that it does get your attention. Because we are trying to get you to your highest version of your damn self. Hello. These are the things that are getting in the way of you being your best, highest, most magnetic, magical, awesome, badass bitch self. Okay? The King of Wands is, and the Queen of Wands, but in, like, a evolution succession, Gender is not important. This is you, and this is who you want to be. This energy is so unapologetically themselves, and everything just like naturally is attracted to them. It's just the way that things are attracted to you. But you better believe that the king is not letting themselves feel insecure or non-deserving or anything like that. They've worked really hard to get where they are. Well, in the tarot court cards, you know, a real monarchy is not necessarily earned the way that we would like it to. But in the magical sphere of the court cards, the kings have done all the work to get to this highest evolution of self. And it just really feels like the universe is just like pushing you to that, and it feels like you've been asking for that too. Like that you've been working on manifesting this. And so I am curious, like, what's holding you back and what are you so afraid of? Because your highest potential is right around the corner. Your highest potential. Magical, transformative, passionate, spiritual, creative, strong. Again, you are regal. You know, lions are a symbol of regal and royalty. There's a reason why you know, the lion is the king of the jungle. And here's the king of wands, the king of fire. And the lion would be the king of fire and earth. Yeah. So let me know what's resonating with you and what you might be, where this fear is coming from, and why are you holding yourself. That's the thing, is that there's nobody else who's gonna like help you get there right now. Not to say that, I don't want to say that like you're gonna get there on your own and you know, you don't need no help. We all need help sometimes. We all need support. But it feels like you're kind of backtracking, you're a little bit upside down where you should be all of a sudden, like, and it's your season. It's your season to like shine. So why are you not shining to the best of your ability? Like what's holding you back? And if you would like to, you know, dig deeper about how this is affecting you personally, my links to book a one-on-one is below. Because this is like big stuff that it feels like they're trying to help you along with. And it's kind of like you've been asking for it, and now that it's like on its way, you're like, I don't know, maybe I didn't want it this way, maybe I want it a different way. Oh, like, come on. So let's pull you a Mystical Shaman Oracle card by Alberto. I feel so bad because I always butcher his last name, and then I get off camera and I say it perfectly. Violdo. Alberto Violdo, Clet Baron Reed, and Marcelo Lobos. And they just came out with a new shaman deck. Let's do that one. Ooh, okay. The Smoky Mirror, and it came up in reverse, so we read the medicine, The smoky mirror. Haven't had that one come up in a while. This is gonna be good for what's holding you back. I can feel it. It's funny because I only get any reader that you watch. We all speak in our own way. We all kind of have our own channel. We all have our own spirit guides. So sometimes, a lot of the time the messages cross over. Sometimes they're different. If things don't resonate with you, with me, there are lots of readers out there. We're like ice cream flavors. There's someone for everyone. And I only get channeled a certain amount of information because a lot of it, what I'm doing is to empower you to do your own self-inquiry to really figure out what's going on inside. And it's a general reading, so I can only be so detailed. So I always do an oracle card because it validates what I say for me, for you, and I feel like it always clears things up. Okay, the smoky mirror represents the aspects of what is implied yet cannot be immediately known in the world. The mystery of how things come together and how they fall apart without obvious casualty. This symbol also represents the shadow of the human psyche, the parts of the self that one disowns. The smoky mirror can also represent a state of denial or the inability or refusal to see the truth. Ooh, see? The medicine. Understanding the shadow of the human journey requires that you go deep into your story to discover the wound that prevents you from seeing the truth of your current situation. Your fears and expectations of disappointment and unworthiness may be clouding your capacity to see the potential in yourself and others. And it's mostly in yourself right now, Leo. The smoky mirror may be showing you things you don't want as a result of your conditioning. These can become even more real, but only because you are making it so. The choice is yours. The world will hold you accountable for what you see and create. Can you see through the eyes of truth and faith instead? See? Every time the oracle cards just are right in there. Ooh, okay. So I'm going to read the invitation for you, too. I'm going to read the whole thing because I read the first sentence. Was like, that's you right now, too. When the symbol of the smoky mirror appears, you're invited to see beyond your own self. Acknowledge that, past the limit of your current ability to perceive, there is a vast, interconnected world where events are orchestrated in divine order, but challenging to fully grasp. Now is the time to trust that no matter what the current conditions of your world reflect, in the hidden realms, all aspects of the human journey are celebrated. The beauty and the darkness, the misery and the courage. No matter where you are on your journey, know that some things are meant to be a mystery, which you are meant to understand only through experience. Take heart, for the smoky mirror will ultimately show you beauty and wonder once the fog lifts the distortion you see now. And that distortion is the first thing that we read. Understanding your shadow. Looking at those parts of yourself that you may not like. And nurturing that. And making that okay. Because the thing that really stood out, too, was where it says that you need to go deep into your journey to discover the wound that prevents you from seeing the truth of your current situation. So there's our answer. Or there's an answer for a lot of people. That there is something from your past, most likely, that wounded you. Probably something traumatic that is preventing you from moving forward. And this is giving you permission to heal that, to look at it, to take it out, to look at it, to give it its time and attention, to grieve it and to heal it. in order for you to be able to move forward with it. Because a lot of those things that affect us long term are not things that we can just get over or move on from. It's figuring out how to heal it and be with it and accept it in order to move forward with it. It's taking those things that feel so big in our minds and our hearts and kind of like massaging it and loving it down so that it's just small enough that it's always going to be there, but it's not too heavy to carry with you. Okay? And you deserve it just like everybody else, Leo. More so even. Don't tell the other signs. You've worked hard. You've come a long way. Don't stop now. Don't hold yourself back now. Now is the time to burst forward and shine bright and be you. We need you. We need you to be you. Okay, Leo. So good to see you, my love. Let me know if you need anything at all. And I will see you for Virgo season. Bye.